All right, Mr. Taliaferro TV, how's everybody doing out there? If you have not done so, please add my Facebook page. Is Mr. Taliaferro. Is one of the hottest pages out there right now in the book. New, young, up-and-coming page. Please go follow my Facebook news outlet if you got time. Thank y'all so much for the love and support. Now, Nicki Minaj, it's a very interesting story, ladies and gentlemen, and this is according to two of the best sources out there, Billboard and Variety. They are both reporting that Nicki Minaj is in talks with new management, right? It was reported about a week or two ago that Nicki had fired her longtime management crew and she was looking for some new management, and the name that she's reportedly sought after would surprise a few people. Irving Azoff. You've heard of that name before on my platform. He's a guy that manages the Eagles, Gwen Stefani, some other mainstream acts, and one Travis Scott. Okay, so it's starting to come back to you. Y'all remember last year around the release of Nicki Minaj's Queen album and Travis Scott's Astroworld project, both albums did great on the charts compared to what most albums do. These albums are far above that criteria, right? But these are two artists who expect to do good on the charts. For those who don't remember, Travis Scott's Astroworld came out a week before Nicki's project came out. He did a big number the first week, and in the second week, it was a competition between him and Nicki Minaj's first week on who would sell the most albums. Nicki, obviously, anytime she puts out a record, she wants a #1 album. Travis Scott was just doing his thing. I think that Project Astroworld just had such a big impact on his demographic. He was like, okay, I already had the #1 album for the first week. I got a chance to get it the second week. He's competing against Nicki Minaj. They're going sale for sale. And then it is reported that Travis Scott has some sort of a package, meaning if you buy some Travis Scott merchandise or if you buy a ticket to a Travis Scott show, he had a tour on the way, you get a free copy of the album, which still counts as an album sale. Nicki Minaj, who was just releasing her Queen Radio at the time, she called this out. She was like, that ain't fair. You're pretty much manipulating the charts. She was pissed. Remember, she went on to her platform, Queen Radio, and said that Travis Scott's manager, Irving Azoff, was playing an unfair game and that he had been trying to kind of sabotage Nicki Minaj's career for quite some time because he didn't like her position. He didn't like what she represented. She said, the cocksucker of the day is Irving Azoff, and I'm going to tell you why. Allegedly, he tried to put out a smear campaign against my tour and contacted people in the media to spread negative things about my tour. She went on to say there are so many powerful people in the industry that have tried to keep me from speaking up, and this Irving man who works over at Ticketmaster allegedly launched a smear campaign. One thing I won't do is let anyone sit around and bully me in a corner. Now, I know you have power and you have money. You have all those things, but I have loyalty and integrity, and I have two things that a lot of you would never have. Balls. BALLS. May God be with you, Irving. It's disgusting what these people have been systematically trying to do. Right now, again, that is Nicki Minaj speaking on Irving Azoff, pretty much saying, yo, he's one of the reasons why I didn't go on that tour. That tour was later canceled. It was a tour that she had set up with Future. It did not happen, at least the United States days didn't, and Nicki went out overseas and it looked like she had a couple issues on a couple dates, but overall another successful tour for Nicki Minaj. When she did perform, those venues looked packed. She's still Nicki. She still can rap and she still's got some bangers, but it looks like she now understands what I have been feeling. If you follow my platform for quite some time, you know I've been saying this for years now. It's just time to look in the mirror and see that the brand needs adjustments. That's all. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I do it all the time with my brand. Trust me, I'm an up-and-coming brand. I just revamp the brand all the time. You know, you can never get settled and comfortable. And I believe Nicki Minaj and Lil Wayne specifically have gotten comfortable. All right, them two artists, along with a plethora of others, those are two of the more high-profile artists. They've gotten comfortable, and they're trying to Beyonce, Rihanna it. And just simple as this, you know, they're not putting out the caliber music that a Beyonce or Rihanna put out, or at least what their fan bases are willing to support. You know, I'm just telling y'all the facts. You're trying to play this game that used to work in the 90s and 2000s of mystique, right? You're not trying to give us much. You talk when it's album time, but for the most part, you're quiet. You don't give us all your life. Again, that's tough to compete with when you got people like Cardi B, the Migos, they give us so much of their life. They're on Instagram, Boost, all these artists who have now opened up with Instagram videos, live videos, with concerts, they're year-round touring, right? Like, people have opened up and given so much of their life. If you're going to play the mystique game like a lot of legends have, when it's time for that music to hit, you got to damn near go mainstream with it, damn near, right? Like, that's how I feel about how Nicki Minaj is playing it out. I just think the brand needs a little bit of revitalizing if she wants to still compete for charts and all that. Maybe that doesn't matter to her anymore. I don't know, but it looks like it does. Now, the report is Nicki Minaj has actually teamed up with this Irving Azoff guy, and they are now in talks, call me crazy, for Irving, after Nicki said all that about him, to manage Nicki Minaj, right? He's really good with the mainstream brands. He's done a phenomenal job with Travis Scott's brand. I mean, Travis is literally, I told somebody this, a few months ago. Travis Scott, after Drake, might be the biggest brand on the male side of hip hop. Like, the Migos, they're right there. The brand Travis Scott is crazy. Like, that is undeniable. His brand, his shows, his merch, just the way he markets albums, like, fam, he don't do interviews, he don't do press. This dude brand is out the roof. I'm not the biggest Travis Scott guy. The music ain't for me, but I gotta respect homie brand. And it looks like Nicki Minaj is looking at how Irving, what is the old saying? If you can't beat him, join him. It looks like she got tired of complaining about how Irving was doing it. He ain't the cocksucker today no more. It looks like he's gonna be Nicki Minaj's manager for the foreseeable future. They're in talks with a deal right now, and according to Billboard and Variety, this thing look like it's gonna happen sooner rather than later, as Nicki is looking to spice up her career a little bit. Understand? Look, you don't gotta know everything, but people do know more than you in other aspects of your life, right? That goes for everyone. I'm pretty sure working at Ticketmaster, understanding how people consume media and how people buy tickets. Again, when you got somebody like Travis Scott who does such great numbers on the road, I'm pretty sure this Irving Azoff guy understands the dynamics of where the world is headed and how to get Nicki Minaj, just get more interest in her music again, and seeing Nicki Minaj live. There's a report out there, her and Chris Brown are about to do a tour. I did a video a week or two ago telling y'all I think both of these artists need each other at this point in the game, right? That tour needs to sell out every date. That's important, that these two high caliber artists sell out every day to that tour, because they're that damn good as artists and they got that many records. So this is a big deal for Nicki, and if she's gonna make this thing official with Irving Azoff, I respect it. I don't care what they had in the past. People talk shit about people all the time and still do business with them. I think this is a good move for Nicki. Anything connected to Travis Scott right now, it's winning, and I wouldn't ruin that formula if I were anybody, especially if you're Nicki Minaj looking to heat up a little bit more on the streaming side, the interest, the media side. Look, this is a smart move. I'm out. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
I got the kids. You are now tuned in.
Yeah, we locked in right now, Mr.
TALIAFERRO. Mr. TALIAFERRO.
Mr. TALIAFERRO.
Mr. TALIAFERRO.
Shout out to Mr. TALIAFERRO.
You're watching Mr. TALIAFERRO TV.
Mr. TALIAFERRO TV. Here with the triple B's, you can't do nothing but win.